Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be working on this 2014 Mazda 3. It has about 111,000 miles on it. Today I'm going to be fixing the screen, and as you may already know, the Mazda Infotainment Center screens mostly have delamination and or screen cracking all the way from like 2014 all the way up to about 2020. I'll show you how to fix that. That's going to be about 40 bucks fix here for this one. Other systems in the later models may require, a more expensive update. First of all, let's go take a look at this other screen that I have here from a Mazda 6. So this one here is from a Mazda 6, and as you can see that it also has started to delaminate and crack as well. This is a different setup than, say, in the Mazda 3. This one is from a 2016. On this particular one, this whole unit, I believe, needs to be switched out. It's a little bit more expensive than just say 40 bucks. So hopefully this someday as well, but let's get started on this guy. Okay, the first thing that you want to do is take your pry tool, open the glove box. You want to get in there, something like this. Be real careful and kind of pry that first one out, and just go down the line, and you can hear it snap. Don't be too aggressive on it. Is to pop this electrical connection off. And there's a tab right there, you just push back and down. I'm going to set this aside. Set that aside. And now this unit will just come out in one piece. You do have to give it a tug. What you can do is you take your trim tool and you kind of push down on the tab by pushing it back, and that should come off. And then you have this one here. You can get into with the tab, push that down, and pull that up. Alright, here's the $40 screen from Amazon. Comes with some directions, the actual screen unit, and a pry tool to take apart the dash. Now let's take a look at the screen itself. You can see how cracked that is. We have some screws on the back here to take out, and then these as well. Okay, let's take that and set that aside. And now we have the screen unit. Now we got to figure out how to get the actual screen component and bezel off. And it looks like a couple screws here. There's a couple plastic tabs right there. See if we can get those off. There we go. Okay, got the bottom one done. And this outer edge is plastic. So this plastic all the way around. So you don't want to break anything by stamping those tabs. So just take your time. There. Now once you get one side done, then the other side's easy. It just comes right off. All right. Then let's set the screen aside. We'll take the pad, set the bracket aside. We'll take the pad here. And try to separate the screen and the circuit board. There we go. Now what we don't want to do is get our fingerprints on the screen. So let's set that there. And turn that over like that. And set all of this aside. Like that. All right, in order to get this glass out, what I'm going to end up doing is taking a heat gun, or you could try a hair dryer. You don't want to turn it on full blast though. Just on low heat, we want to soften up that adhesive around the edges. And then I recommend like a pry tool to start separating this glass. Take a note here is that ribbon cable goes under, or sorry, in between these two pieces of plastic. So when you reinstall it, there we go. Throw that in the trash. Now what we have to do is to clean up all of this glue that's around here, because of that new faceplate needs to go on a clean surface. What we have here is Goo Gone. All right. I think we're good with that. Okay. That will fit in there perfect once I get the front. What you want to make sure that you don't do is put your fingers, especially on the back side. It does come with a protective wrap. We're going to actually end up taking that off, and then there's the adhesive under this tape here. But we want to be really careful with everything, especially the ribbon cable. It's very fragile. So let's go ahead and get this started. Again, you want to put the ribbon in between plastic where that slot is. Alright, I'll turn it over. Since it's all centered inside the bezel, now I'm going to add a little bit of pressure around the sides. Trying to do is to make sure that there is this square gasket around here. Make sure it's kind of centered. What you have to do here is to make sure you pull out this clamp, that plastic clamp, make sure that's out. Okay, I think I got it seated. Took a little bit. That's a hard angle to make, but I think we're good. All right. Now we'll go and put everything back together. All right, let's turn her on. Oh, look at that. All right, let's get everything else back together. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. Better yet, subscribe and you get the latest notifications when new videos come out. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.